Welcome back, YouTube. We're joined today by the magnificent Agnes, and we're going to train her absolute favorite body part, chest. Something she's been requesting for a very, very, very long time.
Apparently.
You actually have been, though. So we're going to start over on the Smith today, I believe. Okay, Smith incline press. So this is one of my favorite exercises to build up the chest. Slight incline, we're at about 30 degrees there, taking a grip just outside our shoulders here, focusing on a really, really monstrously deep stretch through the chest. And as we come up, squeezing in together. Even though you're obviously not going to move your hands in together, that's the intent, to get that complete contraction there. Doing 4 sets here of between 6 to 10 reps. Okay, so what I want you to focus on when you're doing this, focus on really controlling it down over about, maybe, to give you a number, aim for like 5 seconds on the way down. I wouldn't normally recommend such slowness, but for you haven't trained much in a few months, so you're always gonna be better off going out a little bit slower just so we can limit the weight a bit, but it'll help you really feel out your positioning and make sure your chest feels good before you press up.
Okay.
Control it down, slight pause, push, perfect, good, good, good. Pull your shoulder blades back and open it. That's it. Open that chest up, then press. Good. Is that feeling pretty challenging?
Yeah, what the heck?
Okay. Push. Finish it. Good, all right, rack that.
Oh my gosh.
A couple of things to note here is the angle will be anywhere between around 15 to 45 degrees. And one thing you might notice the difference between us is how much of an arch we get. A lot of people wind up taking an incline press and arching out of it so much that it becomes a flat press. So in that case, take a higher incline and just keep arching. I'd rather let your body go into a more aggressive arch if it's more comfortable for you than telling you to stop arching. Long story short, just find what feels good for you.
Sorry, you just gotta pause a little bit longer. 5, 4. Oh, wait, what? That was not 5 seconds, was it? Sorry, just, This could be why I haven't visited in a year.
Yeah, you're not coming back.
Does it depend, like, the incline on where you hit?
It makes marginal differences. Like if we're talking like an extreme decline versus an extreme incline, there's gonna be changes there. But once you push your body to like close to failure, whether you're at 45 degrees or you're at flat or you're at a decline, your chest is gonna use 100% of everything to move your arm from A to B. And it will, even in an incline, it's going to use some of those costal decline fibers to pull your arm across your body.
All the way up, yeah.
Even though it's not a decline press, your body will be like, fuck this, move. Yeah, I'm glad you asked that. Now do your fucking set. Push, good. Yes, lock it, you got it, you got it. Give me one more, give me one more. Take your time there, reset yourself. Pull back, chest high. Up.
Yeah.
Fuck. You fail in such an interesting way. I don't know if you guys see, but of that set there, the second last rep was like a grind.
was the hardest.
That was the longest rep of my life.
And then the one after that was so easy.
Yeah.
But
Is it a mental thing because you knew there was one more to go, or were you just like...
I don't know why, but that one just felt really hard. Like that bit, right? That range
yeah.
was really hard to get up. I don't know why.
You would have seen what we did for Agnes. I let her rest at the top of her reps to just recuperate a little bit of energy to help her get a few more reps out. Whereas for my sets, I barely paused on any of the reps in that lockout position. It was a very quick transition just to keep that tension on the muscle, making it a little bit harder, a little bit faster. Whereas if I took the extra millisecond or so at the top, I would have recovered, maybe got an extra rep out or so. But for me, I'm trying to shoot for as much focused fatigue in the target muscle as quickly as possible to, one thing, limit weight, but to increase the tension demands on the chest. Okay, next up, we're moving into the JM press, which is very conveniently located in the exact same position, just dropping the bench down to a flat, which is part of why I programmed it in this way. This is a very, very good tricep exercise. What I'm focusing on here is the setup, having the bar directly over the shoulder to remove any forces going through the shoulder joint to make it pure elbow flexion extension to just completely tax the triceps. Traditionally, it's done on a bar or a free barbell bench. We're using the Smith just for the extra stability. Today, we are doing 4 sets of between 10 to 15 reps. Lock it out. Good. Flawless. When you bend the elbow, it's all the triceps. But if you bend the elbow at the same time as you move the upper arm, that may take tension away from the long head, which goes all the way back into your shoulder blade area. So for the JM press, the upper arm here, it does move a little bit, but compare it to a close grip bench where it comes all the way back, all the way up. JM press, you get to maybe here, and then it's all elbow. It's all just fucking meaty tricep.
Triceps, here we come.
Think just guillotine yourself. Nice, that's it. Perfect. Awesome, up. Yes, you got it, you've got it. Nice, fight for it, and again. Stretch. Up. Yes, I got you, good. Give me one more up. Let's get that super deep stretch. Control it back, control it back. Nice one. Up. Yes. Awesome. Great work. For muscle building, 8-time Mr. Olympia Lee Haney said, stimulate, don't annihilate. The goal is not to get tired. The goal is not to get a gigantic pump or to get beat up and sore. The goal is to stimulate the muscle building response and then get out so your body can recover. How much you need to stimulate is a very variable thing. That could mean for some people a lot more work, but for most people, it's a lot less than you think when the quality is high. Problem is most people need to do 10 exercises to get the same quality you can get from one exercise in just a few sets. So that's usually going to be a more efficient use of your time to try to focus in on that before adding in more work. When in doubt, I always tell people just to go to failure. I think that's a very simple way to look at training, but that will keep working up until a certain point. As you add in more sets, less of them have to be to failure. But I always standardize things by saying the first set you should do of a training cycle or whatever, you should try to get close to failure, so you know the benchmark of what to hit. But most of the research now points towards anything between 1 to about 4 reps in the tank can be just as productive as going to failure. People love to point around saying, oh, the research shows 3 reps to failure is the same as going to failure, so I'll just go 3 reps in reserve all the time. It's like, you technically can, but most people suck at gauging where failure is, including me. So that's why I think it's always good to have at least one set on average for most exercises that's done to a failure point, if not more. And then I'll just pull back on that based on fatigue levels.
Do you think there'll be people that would say like it's bad for your joints if you go like, you know what I mean?
Like where we like fold it up. It's an honest thing to observe. Like it looks kind of scary, things are bending in a funny way. It's definitely 100%, you are so much weaker here than you are, say, here. Weak doesn't mean bad, because the body's not fragile. The body is anti-fragile, it's very robust and it can rebuild. So as long as we're smart about how we load and progress things and push things so you can adapt and get better, the joints will get really strong in that weak position. But just be smart about how you load it. Okay, finishing off with shoulders, we're gonna be doing Y rises with a bench support with a little bit of an extra twist. We're gonna be doing a giant set where we're gonna be changing the position of the body to manipulate how strong and weak you are and manipulate where in the range of motion we are challenging the shoulders. We're going to be doing 2 or 3 sets, depending how fatigue goes, of around 10 to 30-ish reps. Big range because it depends on how fatigue sets in through this drop set.
Did you just say 30, sorry?
Yes, 3-0. So first off you'll be face down and then just doing the Y raise motion. Hold out there, good, then come down slow. Roughly like a 2-second hold at the top maybe. Second position will be, we will pop this up. So raising to about there, that'll be raise number 2. And then again, anytime you're doing any raise, thinking about reaching out away from you as you come up, perfect. And then to finish with, you'll face down. Now we're still in that 45 high angle and you'll be face down here. Perfect. We'll see how we go rep range wise. 10 is just an arbitrary number we've chosen. It could be 5s, it could be probably above 5. All right, up with control, pause, and down slow. Control it down, perfect. Straight up again. Up and reach out. Awesome, okay. Come on up.
What?
Go for it. Up. Control it down. Give me 3 more. Yes, 1 more. Awesome, all right. Flip around, last one. Perfect. Excellent, out.
Oh my gosh. That's brutal. Are you gonna do a set?
No, I'm done. I'm going
What?
home.
What do you mean you're done?
Of course I'm going to do a set. So the reason why we're doing these 3 different positions, apart from giving you just a gigantic pump, is the first position is challenging you the most when your delts are in a fully shortened position. You get really strong squeezing contraction. The next one, we're facing out with our backs on the bench. That's heaviest and hardest towards the bottom half of the range of motion. And then the final one, when we're face down on the more upright bench, that's hardest around this middle kind of range of motion. So we're hitting between all 3, the shortened, lengthened, and mid-range of the delts. So that in and of itself is just a really nice way to perform a drop set. The same way you would go from, say, 5 kilos down to 4 kilos, down to 3 kilos, or whatever it may be. We're changing the position of where your body is weakest versus strongest. Out of those 3 positions, from a very, very nerdy muscle physiology perspective, your muscles are weakest in the shortened position, then they're next weakest in the lengthened position, and then they're next weakest or they're strongest in the mid-range. Oh, fuck.
You wanted to do this?
But the other thing, and I learned this really very recently from Dr. Brad Schoenfeld when he was here recently, is I always thought that a muscle, say my shoulders, spanned from origin to insertion. So say your delts, you got this one long piece of spaghetti for your shoulders that starts back here in shoulder blade and it comes all the way forward to this deltoid tuberosity. That's what I thought. But Brad said, no, I mean, a lot of fibers do that, but some fibers don't start back here and go all the way to the other end. They might start here and go to here, or they might start back here and go to here, or here and go to here. There's a lot of like within the whole belly, these smaller fibers, and the best way to hit some of those fibers is to change positions and angles. So very long-winded, very nerdy way of saying, just change the angle for the pump, bro. And that's kind of what we're doing. Change the angle for the pump, bro.
Sick.
Yeah, you gotta turn the exposure down, that's the secret.
Yeah.
Go like -10. Final set for all the glory in all the land. Holy fuck, my shoulders are on fire. Control it, perfect. Go one more, just for funsies. All right.
I'm gonna have like 2 reps in this one.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And again, yeah, come on, come on. All right, flip around. And up, good. Up, and up, good. Now drop the weights, let's go with your hands.
What?
Just go with your hands, go again. Go all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, good. Come down just halfway, there, and up again. Keep going. Keep going.
No! Ow!
Toasted, toasted.
Ow!
They never expect the body weight ones to hurt. The first rep feels like nothing.
Yeah,
And then it's just like,
so-
oh, hang on.
You like
This is
swing your
fucked.
arms back, and then you're like, oh crap. What's better?
No. Oh, how are you feeling?
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Lost for words. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope you enjoyed the workout. We will catch you in the next one when our shoulders eventually recover.
Stay tuned.
Oh, fuck my delts.
Yeah, that hurts.